Welcome to a new episode of Real Business Roundtable. Today we are just chatting about cars.
See, you know, it's one of these episodes where it's like, Ferrari, I love you. I love you. But I'm disappointed.
Bruh.
12Cilindri Manuale. Who the fuck came up with that name? It's almost as bad as the California.
I don't mind the name.
What?
I don't mind the name.
Wait, ready? Let's act as the marketing department, right? You tell me what the car is. You say it's a
12-cylinder manual.
Oh, let's call it 12Cilindri Manuale.
Cilindri.
Perfect. What the fuck?
Well,
Come on.
My only issue is it's nice to see a 12-cylinder that's gated.
Yes.
Gated meaning
Great.
the 6-speed manual floor shift. Here's the issue. When you peel back the onion and you watch some of these YouTube videos that are breaking down the technology behind said manual transmission, there's a device that is called an emulator, and you can verify all this, guys, with some supporting documentation. There's a thing called an emulator, and the emulator is supposed to emulate the experience
Of
and
a
feel
manual,
and
yeah.
shift of a true manual. And the clutch, to my understanding, I might be wrong, guys, a little bit, maybe, maybe not.
Hopefully,
The clutch is, all it does is it sends an electrical signal for the emulator, or the opposite. Again, it's electronic. It's not like the old school gated floor shift. There's some technology behind it where it upset the real gearheads out there that wanted the gated. In my opinion, all they should have done was take their gated transmission, their shift, and just put it into the 12-cylinder and call it a day, rather than trying to overcomplicate and make it, I guess, less like the before.
the fact that it's a 12-cylinder is great, and that'll make up for the name. It's great. Love that.
I love the 12-cylinder.
I love it. But people love certain cars because of their F1 clutches that just
Yeah, sometimes people
insane.
Sometimes
right?
people talk shit about the F1 paddles. You know what? The 430 was like, I think, one of the first cars that had that. I think, and that was revolutionary back then.
It's
2006, 2005, whatever. When that was in the 430, like that was like whoa, just like the race cars.
But majority of the people love that. I mean, it's in all the cars.
Yeah.
But just their clutches, how they're made normally, is fantastic. The 458, the 488, the GT,
Yeah.
whatever, they're all great. My first initial thought when I hear that is ignore the name. Love that it's a 12-cylinder, but if you're right, and Sam, maybe do a little bit of research on how that clutch works. But
Yeah.
if that screams to me, electronic issues, massive maintenance cost, potentially. I don't know. It's transmission. Yeah. It's interesting.
like
I feel like that wasn't the direction that you should have gone.
Like
in.
if you had the true mechanical gated shift, right? The true manual, I believe it would be less complex and less overly advanced, overly engineered, in my opinion, and easier for people to accept and be excited about. Now people are like, what the heck is this emulator thing? Because when I first saw that get released or unveiled, when they moved the blanket, I was like, whoa, a 12-cylinder that's gated is insane. Wow. And then I saw some reviews on YouTube. There's a British dude. He has a bunch of Ferraris, and he's on YouTube, and he's like, oh, let me talk about this 12-Cilindri. And he walks around, I think, at the Ferrari factory, and he's talking about the emulator. And then he explains in detail what this means. And I'm like, oh no, like, why? Why does it, what's going on?
So like, I will say that there's a chance that I feel like people, this is what, and like honestly, just taking my first initial opinion out of the way, this is something that people can adapt to. It might be smooth. It might be amazing.
Like just for the car as a whole, it's cool to see that because that's what people want.
It's going in the right direction from the Luce.
Yes.
But I mean, the fact that they added a V12 into it, but it has the same body as the A12 or the F12, so it's like, it's cool. Do I think it was necessary? I don't know. It feels like it was just a lazy move from the Luce.
No!
Yes, please.
So apparently, there are already issues with the transmission.
I didn't even know this.
Oh, man.
I expected.
What?
It can make it slower. It can stall, and all the transmission stuff is done through sensors and not hardware. So it's all sensor-based stuff. So it's not like there's no hardware links. It's just sensors telling it.
Because I think if it was just straight mechanical, like the old school, it would be extremely reliable.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not. Like there's already stuff saying if you're having problems, take it to your nearest dealer.
You know what's crazy
Like,
is,
that's so
dude.
That's
You know
so
what's
bad.
crazy? I guarantee people are going to be doing conversions, so it's mechanical.
I mean, they're probably
because you
will,
have the
yeah.
clutch, you have everything there, you got that. All you got to do is possibly make it back like old school. I don't know if that would work.
I want to
Because people do conversions.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like a Ferrari, in my opinion. The rear headlights and stuff like that.
Rear tail lights need to be round.
Yeah, so I'm playing this video. I'm recording it for you, Cam, but just so we can see it.
This is the latest limited edition
Oh.
12Cilindri.
Whoa.
The biggest story is inside.
Good interior.
They
Yeah,
have
it's a
gone
Ferrari
back
interior.
to or reintroduced the manual transmission.
Yeah.
With this manual transmission, the top speed is around 315 kilometers per hour, and with
What I would do-
it is around 340.
If someone had
kilometers
like
per
a
hour.
super fast or whatever, there are companies out there that will do a conversion to an old school standard floor shift, whatever you want to call it, gated.
I mean, it looks good. I love that, the 812. I love that car.
Yeah, the
That's one of-
A12, the
that-
A12.
That's why I like it. So it's like,
But you can. So here's the thing.
I mean, it does look
I'm
nice.
not advising this. I know you're supposed to keep your car OG.
okay, so
But like, if someone truly wanted a manual transmission, there are companies out there that do that.
but that's not totally accessible to just to everyone. I mean, it is realistically if you're buying a Ferrari, it is. But like,
you can't do it at the factory. You
No.
can't. You got to get the car, and it goes through a process to change it to floor shift.
I think that they should have probably just named it a new 812, right? I mean, they have different versions of it. They probably should have just named it something after the 812.
I think that was its own model, the 12-Cilindri, and then they made it the manual. That was already.
Like, why'd you
I believe
call
that
it
was
a
already existing.
12-Cilindri Manuale? Like, that just seems like a joke. Like, tell me not. We're talking about Ferrari. Look at comparable brands: SVJ Aventador, GT3 RS. You don't we're talking about supercars. 12-Cilindri Manuale. That just seems lazy.
12-cylinder manual.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it just seems lazy to me. And again, I can get past the name. I like the way the car looks. I love the 812. I will own one day. The electric manual, whatever.
This actually makes me wonder, because I was at BMW not too long ago. I don't know, a couple years ago, and there was an M4 that had a manual shift.
Wait, I think I was there with you.
And I'm thinking now, like,
no, I don't.
was that a real manual, or was it some technology stuff?
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks like a tech-driven 812. But the thing that, and this is just my opinion. Nope. This one. This is just my opinion. Like, the thing about the 812 is the V12 just raw monster of a car. There's not a lot of tech to like disguise the beast, right? It is a beast. It's a V12 supercar. This thing's awesome, right? Sounds amazing. But you kind of like masked a monster in a way. Like, Ferrari didn't come out with a new monster. It masked a monster. It took away the headlights. gave it a nice body, like the SF90. Love the SF90, but 12-Cilindri Manuale, and then they like put a mask on it, right? It's a V12 engine, fucking awesome. 830 horsepower though. Revuelto does over 1,000. I don't know. It just seems like not the like it's a questionable path. It's like, okay, maybe you have a good idea here. Where are you gonna go from here? Whereas, it's just questionable. It's not obvious, right? And from a company like Ferrari, you expect that, right? Mm-hmm. Am I just speaking out of turn? Am I speaking late?
No, I think a lot of their innovation sometimes isn't in line with what their average customer wants to see.
Like I look at Koenigsegg.
Yeah.
The reason why I love that brand is their innovation. They're always coming up with new stuff, and it's just advanced, and it's just just cool names, and it's like just the vibe that you look for.
The one thing that all these brands have to understand is the very customer, the buyer persona, the buyer profile that buys those cars are passionate about combustion engines, the sound of the rev, the sound of the exhaust, that
feeling,
that exciting, visceral connection to the car. When you put the overly electronic element, electric, that
it doesn't excite.
Those people that are your customers are not interested in that at all.
No.
Now, if you want to penetrate a different market and compete with Tesla, you're going to have to cater to that audience separately.
Yeah.
It's not the guy that's going to buy an Enzo for $4 million.
Yeah.
The guy that buys an Enzo for $4 million doesn't give a fuck about hybrid.
Yeah.
Typically.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Or the electronics or anything. They buy for that visceral.
Yes. They want that high RPM rev.
Yes.
They want that classic sound.
Yes.
They want that pin to the seat throttle. That is a specific customer. It's like if a salon out of the blue just said, like, let's say a salon was famous for a certain type of hairstyle, like different styles, and then out of the blue, they just completely switched it up where they were like, yeah, we're not going to do this hairstyle anymore. Mm-hmm. And you have a bunch of clients that are like, I want this hairstyle.
Yeah.
You don't do these colorings anymore? Oh, no, we stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the one thing I want to talk about before we close it out is what is this news on the SVJ has like a stop where you can't drive it anymore?
Oh, you're talking about, are you talking about the modules?
Well, apparently
the modules like expire.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah,
SVJ.
this happened with another brand where the modules
mileage stoppers. I'm recording it again, Cam.
What?
Yeah, it's mileage stopper. Actually, I'm not.
Car with a mileage blocker, but here we are. This white SVJ got listed the other day, and in the description and in the photos, you can see that the odometer is at 4,800 miles, but the Carfax tells a completely different story. In February, there was an entry that said this car had 5,200 miles, and at first I thought maybe this is just a one-time occurrence. Maybe it was a mistake.
Oh, mileage. Oh.
Yeah, so people turn back the mileage.
I completely misunderstood that. Oh, well, okay, whatever. That's just people being fucking...
turning back the...
Okay. Well, that changes things. For some reason, someone explained it where I thought that like something was wrong with the car immediately once it hits a certain mileage. I was like, what the fuck is this?
There are some car brands, I'd rather not say.
Yeah.
The modules expire,
Yeah.
which makes people wonder, how am I going to keep this car long term if they expire?
Yeah.
But I always thought, like, can't you just buy more modules? I don't know.
Or you can also like take off certain governors and stuff like that. I don't know. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're Business Roundtable. Everyone have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.